DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to our QPR Career Mode. Sorry that this is a day late. I actually had a video that I wanted to get up before Team of the Season, so I had to rotate this with another video. So sorry that this is coming out a day later than it would do normally, but hopefully you guys don't mind that. Thank you very much for all your patience with this coming out a day later, but welcome to today's episode. Today we have got ourselves a game against Porto in the Europa League group stage. So we've got Porto to play against, and then we've got at the end of the month, so we'll get our youth players in for the next month as well. Still trying to find a good fullback, a good left back to try and bring up through the ranks for this season and next season. And then we have got Southampton away in the league. So those will be the two games that we get through today. Hopefully it can just be two straightforward wins. I think that the Porto game is going to be a nice challenge, but hopefully one we can still power through, because we won the game against Olympiacos and they lost their first game, which was actually huge for us. So hopefully we can just keep up the winning ways. You can see that so far, apart from the loss to Crystal Palace, we haven't lost a game in the league yet. The only game we lost otherwise was the cup game against Liverpool, which we did sim and we lost on penalties. So if we can keep this up, this is a really, really solid start for us this season. So what I'm going to do is just get the team ready, and we might rest a couple of players, but we've got a little bit of time between this and the next game, so we'll see what we can do. Okay, we have got the team ready, so we have made a couple of little changes. So Ramsdale in goal, Hammerline and Webster and Dickey stay in at the defence, but we've got Ludwig coming in at right back. Elyounoussi going to start at right mid for us today. Chalobah and Agu, so Agu's going to come in for Amos. Bright on the left, Pepe Arce at cam, and Lyndon Dykes up top. A relatively strong side for a relatively strong side. Although I say that, there aren't too many players I actually recognise there. I recognise both the midfielders. I recognise the Sané, the centre-back, and Taremi. That's about it. The other guys I don't recognise that much. So maybe Porto haven't got the strongest team, and maybe that could be why they lost their first game. Over in sunny old Portugal, away to Porto in the Europa League. It's a big game. I'm really looking forward to this. As I said before, I think this will be a very, very interesting game to see how we square up against a big team like Porto. And it's our first real chance to, I guess, learn much about them and see how we're going to do in this group. Because I think if we win this game, that puts us on 6 points. And the nearest the team's going to be to us is FCSB, who I was told who they were in the comment section of the last video, and I did forget, so I do apologise. But realistically, I'm just hopeful that we can come away today with 3 points in this group, because that will be a huge, huge boost for us and puts us in a fantastic place for this group. Porto bringing this ball forward a little bit here. They've got it into Barrow. Barrow has been blocked though by Nick Hammerline and gets the ball up to Pepe Arce, and maybe a chance here to counter with the pace of Bright Asayasama. That first touch is fantastic. Takes it away from the fullback. Lyndon's going to try and get in there. We also see Elyounoussi at the back stick, which is where we're going to aim it near that penalty spot. He wins the header, but that was always going to be a tricky one to try and get past the defender at the same time there. But hold on, Pepe Arce here. Ah, damn, I've wasted that chance. But that's a good start, but it was a tricky effort, and we kind of gave Elyounoussi a lot to try and do there. Porto bringing the ball forward here. They bring plenty of men forward. They get their fullbacks overlapping quite a lot. Obviously, they have the wingers up there, their strikers, and the centre mids also push right in as well. So, got to be careful when they attack, because they do attack in numbers. Got this ball centrally now. Agu can't get there, so we're going to try and move in with Dickey, and Dickey's done really, really well to win it initially, but I would have liked it to have gone to Agu and us to try and bring that forward. So they get it back out wide to Barrow. Good tackle again. Nick Hammerline, and hopefully we'll have Barrow in his pocket all day today, because so far he's had 2 times to try and get past him, and both times Hammerline has won the ball off him. But now, oh, Bright is going to cut inside. He's got the pace. He's got the right peg on that. That's a good save from the keeper. Very good save. Attacking on the counter at the moment is what we're looking to do, and attacking down this right-hand side with Bright's pace. That's going to be one of our ways in, I think, so far in this game. But we might get another chance here. Heavy touch from Lyndon. Sorry, never mind. They've worked the ball nicely outside there. Ludwig has lost his man. Can Webster get across? Webster can. And Ramsdale comes out with the punch. Good stuff there from Webster, because he needed to get that block there. Because if he hadn't, I think we would have been in trouble. And Ramsdale would have had a much tougher situation to have to deal with. But yet again, we're attacking on the counter. But this time it's Pepe Arce. The man bursting through. He can't quite get past the defender. He's going to keep it though and play it out to Elyounoussi. Elyounoussi going to try and drive it into Bright Asayasama. It's not the best idea for me there, but again, we're looking good on the counter. We've got to make one of these pay. 40 minutes in so far. We've had a couple of decent chances, but that's about it. We haven't offered enough, I don't think, really. And again, we are just working off the counter, which isn't ideal. Elyounoussi out wide, going to try and cut inside now. Can we try and get anywhere with this? He's going to have to go backwards and look and find Agu. He looks forward and finds Bright Asai Samuel. We're going to try and get this to Elyounoussi over the top here. Lovely ball from Bright to Elyounoussi. Plays it in the middle. Linden isn't going to win that header. That's going to be half-time as well. Bit of a shame, honestly, because it's not that we've been bad. It's just that we haven't been amazing. And that's a bit of a stinker because realistically, this is a game we do need to step up in. And again, like I said before, a win today would be phenomenal. It really would put us in very good stead and a really good situation to try and top this group come the end of the group stage. So that would be a really, really good look for us. But working off of counter-attacks isn't ideal. You can see Elyounoussi is already getting quite tired, which is, again, a real shame because he's somebody I'd like to use for like full games and like to bring him in more often, but his stamina is terrible. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with the same team for now. I'll make changes during the second half, probably keep Elyounoussi on for the game because if he's that unfit, he probably won't play at all against Southampton. That'll be what we have to do. That's a good switch there. Get up there. Well done to Hammerline. He's had a good game today. He's had quite a few questions asked of him, quite a few balls to have to kind of contend with and runners at him, but he's had a good game today, and hopefully we can continue that trend here. Oh, he hasn't won that one. Oh, and that's a good ball through. Come on, Dickey. Oh, Dickey's been turned, but Ramsdale, as per usual, steps up to the plate and makes a massive save. I am going to change things up here. We are going to go to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Not narrow, sorry, a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. And try and mix this up a little bit. Get a second striker on the pitch and try and really take this game to them. Okay, so the change we made there was Chalobah's coming off, and was it Chalobah or Agu, actually? I can't remember who I took off. Agu, sorry. Agu off for Obafemi, and otherwise everyone else is basically the same. So Pepe are still at cam, Chalobah at CDM, Elyounoussi on the right, Bright on the left, Linden and Obafemi up top is basically the play there. Just to get those two players up top. This kind of worked for us last time. We had a game where we needed that second man. We were up against a 5-back and we couldn't break them down. This has been somewhat similar, but up against a 4-back. And these guys have defended pretty resolutely. And as I've said, we are working off the counter, which is not ideal for us. Hold on a second. We've made the change. We've gone 1-0 down. It's not necessarily down to the change, in my opinion, but it's just a bit of poor defending. That's kind of what happened in that last one, but it was a slightly more favourable situation for Ramsdale. This time around, Ramsdale's been given no choice as Porto smashed themselves into the lead. Just poor defence here. Look, I don't really commit the defender very well, and then look at the space there. There's nothing that can be done. Ludwig is already marking a man, and because I pulled a centre-back out of the way, it means that he's trying to mark two, which is never going to work for us. 1-0 down, and that is not what we needed to be right now. Oh, they've got the ball over the top here. It's going to drop. Oh, he's absolutely blitzed that past Hammerline, and that is a lovely little touch from that player there. I think it's Diaz who's done that. But we're going to have to make another change here. I'm going to have to change Bright Asai Samuel. Actually, no, we're going to keep Bright Asai Samuel on the left. I was going to take him off, but I'm going to bring on Ilyas Chair. Do I take him off for Ellis Todd? I don't think I'm going to. What I'm going to do is take off Dickey for Carter Vickers, because Dickey's getting very, very tight, and he's been beaten twice in two situations, one of which entirely down to me, but they've just been very, very effective in front of goal today. And again, the possession has been a troublesome issue for us, but Pepe Ar's been a bit of a quiet half for him. He didn't get too much of the ball today, so I think bringing on Ilyas makes sense, because Ilyas often comes in and makes a nice bit of an impact, but I need him to have a good game. I need Carter Vickers to step into that back line and just be a solid rock as well. So 20 minutes to go. It's going to be a tough one. A lot to ask here. Again, Porto on the attack. That's a really nice ball over the top in a really good position. He's onside. He's read the line very, very well. Good block there from Webster. Mate, this has just been tricky. Oh, you know what? Webster's blocked it and then kicked it back onto their player, which is great for us, but mate, we just need to get back into this game now. That is a poor pass. I wanted that to Hammerleinen, and he's trying to try to kick it towards Bright, and that is a problematic situation. He's through again. Ramsdale, yet again, saving our bacon, keeping us in this game. He does that time and time again, and in this game alone, he's done it 2 or 3 times where he stepped out, made a very good block, or made a very good save. And we just have to be careful here, because a second goal and it's curtains for us in this game. And goal difference could end up being quite important if we lose this game. So if we are going to lose it, we can't concede a second. Good tackle from Carter Vickers. And I think it was an offside for Pereira. Okay, not long left. We've got to try and get into this. We've got to try and make a chance for ourselves. They've played it forward yet again. Got to get involved. Well done, Webster. We've got last chance here to try and start a counter-attack. Can we get this ball forward? No, we can't. Wasted through ball. I've absolutely bottled that. And that is going to be... Oh, it's not full time. Oh, Pereira's down. Danilo Pereira is down injured. Oh, man, that actually sucks. So what's happened? I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. I mean, he's obviously been fouled, but... regardless, that is going to be full time. That is going to be the whistle as soon as his keeper catches it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Full-time whistle blown. That sucks. I'm gutted with that. That's a pretty poor performance from us. Pretty poor display. Porto outplayed us. They kept the possession. They worked really, really well in bringing the ball in the inside. The goal itself was really nice, but there, look, that's a lovely turn. We did get a little bit lucky that Ramsdale was on form today for us and stopped it really being a lot worse than it was. You can see the only 2 highlights we had were saves from Ramsdale. So, poor display. Not good enough. Got to do better. Well, we kind of have to put that game behind us a little bit. We have to sort of rest up and move on. You can see it wasn't as much of a break as I thought we had between the 2 games. So we're just going to have to go for it and just see if the boys can really show up and set the wrong that has just happened. I can see Pereira out for 7 months. Jeez, that tackle was a bit of a nothing and it's 7 months. Jesus. Okay, so we do actually have our monthly scouting report. We're going to see if anyone really shines for us. Ronnie Hogg, fantastic name, but it's a no from me, Chief. Reggie Lamb has got a decent starting looking rating. He could potentially be somebody that we look for. Isaac Power, not too fussed about him, doesn't seem that great. Leo Draper, again, could have a decent starting rating, but it's 400 grand, so he's not going to be that high rated. Louis Bateman. Oh, it's a low starting rating, but him and Reggie Lamb don't look too dissimilar. They're right-hand-sided players, though, which is a slight shame. Aidan Armstrong is not what we're looking for there at all. Jesse Pickering, again, another fantastic name, but also a no. And then Henry Ashton is on the left-hand side, but isn't really what we're looking for. Oh, this is a tough one, because Louis got slightly better potential. But Reggie's also left-footed, so actually we could train him to be a left-back. That isn't the end of the world. But is he going to be better than our current Lamb? I don't think he is. So I'm just going to scout them for another month because I don't think anyone there really stands out for me, if I'm honest. Okay, up against Southampton. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but they signed Greenwood in that first season when they then went down and they had Greenwood in the Championship. Mental, if you ask me. They've also got Rafael Leao, who's a very good young player. Some very, very good players in this squad, I won't lie to you. This is a bit of an underrated squad that we're about to play here. But you can see our team, we're ready to go. Amos back in. Agu stays in ahead of Chalobah, who's a little bit tired. Fisher in at right back. Ellis Todd starts on the right. Otherwise, it's business as usual. 3 points in the Prem is what we need to look for here. Got to right the wrong of the game against Porto. Away at St Mary's, another Premier League stadium I've actually never been to. Would be really, really nice to go there one day. But we're here today in the career mode, and we're going to make sure that 3 points is what we pick up here. It's going to be a tough one, but hopefully a game that we can, again, just wake up a little bit. That last game we never really got going. We just never really had a moment where we thought, right, now we're kicking into it. Now we're getting the chances. That never really happened in the game against Porto. Hopefully, we don't have to wait for that moment because hopefully it happens from the off. Konuars, 3 more points, puts us in a great position in the league. They've got the ball out wide here. Fisher up against his man. I think they've got Wu Lee, but that's a great tackle from Fisher initially. But Wu Lee has got up and has won that ball back immediately. Bertrand here playing very high up the pitch. If we won that ball there, that would have been a fantastic place to try and then counter with Ellis Todd. And we still got that chance as Bertrand is still nice and high up the pitch here. Fisher going to try and get out there and win that off Wu Lee. They've still got it, but they've passed it back again to Bertrand. Got to win this and set away Ellis Todd. That is literally what I'm thinking, is get this ball and set away Ellis. There we go. There's the win. Going to try and, as Pepe asked, but Bertrand has got straight back to his credit. But that is a terrible pass, Pepe. What are you doing to me, bro? Ball out wide. Look at the space here. That's bad news. Lovely stuff from Ramsdale. I don't know why I ever doubted it. Lovely stuff there. That was really bad when we gave the amount of space there to, I'm not even sure who the striker or who the player there was, but he had so much time and space in our box, and that really could and or should have been a bigger problem than it was. But now we've got brighter side Samuel bursting forward. Can we get this ball across to anyone? Pepe asks there. Lyndon Dykes doesn't quite get his foot on it. Ah, man. Again, we're attacking on the counter. At the moment, it could just be how I'm playing today. We are attacking non-stop on the counter. That just seems to be what we're actually doing and the chances we're getting. But got to get our foot on the game here. Got to get just a straight chance, not just a run down the wing and get the ball in there. We've got to get a normal chance. This isn't really a counter, is it? Never really left their half, so we're still in a decent bit of play here. Going to try and play it to Pepe Arce, but apparently it goes to Dykes. Never mind. Pepe Arce here, going to try and set away Lyndon. He's pushed Lyndon a little bit wider than I'd have liked him, but Lyndon can cut inside, gets onto his right peg, going to finesse that to the far post, and it is just wide of the target. Lyndon stepped in really nice, really good bit of play between him and Pepe Arce, but that is just wide of the post. I think the keeper had it covered, I will be honest with you, but that's our best chance so far. We've got to create more chances though. Got the ball out wide here. Fisher's going to have to get out there to try and close his man down. Got to be careful not to leave Woolley in space. They get it into Danny Ings. He's taking it past Dickey. Going to get it back to Ings, but Webster with a very good block. Very good bit of play, but Fisher is giving it straight back to Southampton here. And that is Ings in space, and you cannot give Ings space. Fisher has absolutely stumped us there, boys. That is terrible stuff. Could I have done better with the tackle, though? Quite possibly, but that is bad news. This is bad from us. I don't know what's up with us today. We are just not playing well. We have been absolutely dominated here by Porto and then by Southampton. And, mate, it's just not looking good for us here. But we've got to try and get one last chance before that half-time whistle goes. Can we maybe try and create something and get ourselves back into this? We get the ball back there. Agu has bottled that pass forward to Linden. And the referee will probably just blow the whistle as soon as they work forward. There we go. Oh, 1-0 down again. This just isn't good for us. We just aren't playing well. It's problematic. Players aren't playing up to where I need them to play to. And we're working too much off the counter, relying too heavily on trying to get the ball and counter-attack with it. We're going to move Bright to the middle. We're going to bring on Harvey Elliott, on the left-hand side. We're going to play him as a winger because he gets a better plus on that. But it's just not looking good for us, boys. This just isn't ideal. We're just not playing well enough. And I don't really know what to fix. So we're going to try that. We're going to see if that makes a difference. Second half, we've got to come out all guns blazing. We've got the squad in there. We've got the players. But we just haven't got the... I don't know. Something's going wrong. And I can't even put my finger on it. Ball here to Osai Samuel. Going to play it into Luke Amos. Dykes is going to make a good run in the middle here. Lyndon Dykes. Can he be clean through on his left foot? Oh, it's off the bar. Win the header. Oh, that's our best chance. That's not great news, is it? That our best chance has just been a kind of semi-hit and hope on Lyndon Dykes' weaker foot. Mate, good effort, but didn't quite find its way in. That's better, though. We've got to do more of that. But here, we have opened ourselves up to a bit of a counter-attack. Fisher and Amos out there to try and stop it. Fisher's going to be the man to try and push and close down Woolley. Can we get this ball back? Come on, win it back, boys. Go on, Amos, get involved. Fisher, your turn, lad. Get in there, win that ball. Push him out, come on. Oh, that's poor. Ramsdale with another fantastic save. Honestly, keeping us in this game. And then we bottle the pass like that. It's just not good enough, man. Got to close him down. Well done, Webster. Lovely tackle there. Can we maybe push forward here? Amos now. Going to try and break through. Bright Asai Samuel. Keep that run up, mate. Keep that run up. That's onside. Come on, Bright. We are going to sweat this. I'm not going to lie to you. We are getting ourselves back in this game. We nearly blooming bottled that. But that is 1-1. That is us back in this. My word, that was stressful. I won't lie to you. I thought I'd bottled that pass there. That could have been problematic. But we did get the goal. Linden finds the back of the net. Thank you to Bright Asai Samuel for just sweating it across. I appreciate that. The pace of Bright was fantastic. Linden's pace as well. Good enough to keep up here. But I am going to have to make a change. And I'm going to look like an idiot for doing it. But I'm a man of my word. I said we're going to get that man more involved. And I'm going to do it. Agu's going to come off for Chalabar. Chalabar's going to come in the middle of the park and just be a fresh pair of legs. He's also... Agu's passing has just let us down on a couple of occasions today. So hopefully Chalabar's is better. But let's go for it, boys. 2-1. We've got to make this happen. Working the ball centrally. Chalabar with a fantastic tackle. Now Ellis Todd, Lyndon Dykes and Bright Asai Samuel running at a bit of a... not quite fully there defence for Southampton. Now Bright again on that ball. Bright, can you cut inside, mate? He can. Bright Asai Samuel, keep on your right foot. Take the finesse. What a save from Alex McCarthy. Sadly, it's a bit at him. I would have liked it a little bit further towards that corner. But Bright Asai Samuel in the second half in that cam spot has really brought this game to life. He has woke up and has been fantastic in that central cam spot. You can see they're taking off Woolley. Not entirely sure who they're bringing on, but you know what? I don't really care. We're going to get this ball inside. Bright Asai Samuel. Oh, they brought on Macaulay Bonne. Okay, I do care. Do not let Bonne score. I'll look like the biggest idiot going. There's not too long left in this game now. We're going to have to try and win this back relatively quickly if we want to get one last chance at trying to get the 3 points here. But Southampton have kept it well. Fisher now is going to have to try and come across and win this ball. When he does so, not long left. Can we try and mount a counter before they blow that full-time whistle? We're going to get it out to Harvey Elliott. Could we get some late... There's no way he's blown the whistle there. You are actually kidding me. I cannot believe the whistle has been blown there. That feels like a loss of 3 points. because of how good of a situation we were in just then. That feels like we've been mugged of a win. Obviously, there's no guarantee that we would have scored that. But I cannot believe the whistle has been blown there. I'm bamboozled, boys. I'm bamboozled. It's been a bad episode for us today in regards to actual gameplay and how we've played. A loss in the Europa League and basically dropping 2 points here today. This is a game that we should win. As I said, Southampton have got a really good side, but we've not played well today. It's just been like that. We've just played poorly, but how he blows the whistle at the end of the match there, I don't know. Well, as I said, we did pick up that late draw. Thankfully, Chelsea and Leicester and Man City all dropping points, I believe, as well. Not a particularly great weekend for many, but Spurs still at the top of the table. They've won 7 and lost 1 so far. So we've got a very big episode ahead of us next week in regards to just games across the board. We've got a tough game against Arsenal, and then we have the other team in our Europa League. I've completely forgot their name again. That is terrible of me. I won't lie to you. So I do apologise that I am just so terrible with remembering names. But that Europa League could be a really interesting place for us. I didn't actually check that after the last game. So Porto go ahead of us on gold. Wait. Oh, it's games against each other, isn't it? But the other team actually won again. So they beat Olympiacos. They must have a decent enough team, because they beat Olympiacos and they beat Porto, and I thought they were going to be the whipping boys of this group. And at the moment, they top the table with 6 points. I would expect Porto to beat Olympiacos, so my honest thought process here is we have to beat them to stay up and stay in with the chance of now going through here, because obviously we lost our game to Porto. Our next game against Porto, whenever that may be, is a very important game as well, because to equal the scoring there and to then go ahead of them in regards to games against each other is important to try and make sure we make it through this group. But that is going to be where we end today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like on the video. Supports me, the channel, the video, and the series out a whole bunch. If you are new to the channel, then please do hit that sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that you upload a video, or indeed go live with the live stream. We stream on YouTube and we stream on Twitch. At Twitch at the moment, we're going to be playing some slightly different games. We might play FIFA as well over there every now and again, but it will be like a nice mix of games, a bit of variety to give us a bit of different options. So YouTube will be strictly FIFA. Twitch might be a little bit of fun, a little bit of different stuff too. But thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash those hands, guys.
What?
In a bit.
Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know. Hursty.